Sir Spooks 13 scary videos that get worse.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
Already subbed.
Alright, with that said, let's begin. In September of 2015, a YouTuber known as X-Man Gage posted a video to his channel showing himself wandering through his house while clearly shaken by something that seems to be happening around him. Throughout the clip, X-Man Gage moves the camera nervously from room to room, audibly panting as he tries to figure out what exactly is going on inside the house. The tension builds quickly as the situation seems to spiral further out of control.
That is a weird floor design.
What the fuck?
It almost seems like he's in an attic. Okay.
Yes.
As he pans the camera around, lights can be seen flickering rapidly throughout the home. On top of that, various objects appear to be shifting or moving on their own.
Yeah, and they're all shifting in the same direction with no alteration.
Then, just seconds
from
before the video
direction
ends,
at all.
something in the kitchen suddenly falls to the floor and shatters. At that point, the uploader clearly has had enough. He quickly runs away, leaving the mess behind as the video cuts off. Some viewers believe the activity shown here resembles classic poltergeist behavior. Flickering lights, objects moving, and sudden disturbances happening one after another. Of course, there's also the possibility that the entire scene was staged for the camera.
It could
Either
easily
way,
be staged.
running through your own house while things start moving and breaking around you would be enough to rattle just about anyone.
Okay, number 12.
On January 18th, 2026, a TikTok user known as Wanderlust Cass posted a video showing a strange moment captured by one of her security cameras outside at night. For the first few seconds, the footage looks completely normal, just a quiet view of her yard with nothing unusual happening. But in the blink of an eye, something very strange appears. Did you catch it? Right here, what looks like a human-shaped shadow suddenly moves across the annex of the house. The unsettling part is that there doesn't appear to be anyone present who could actually be casting it. The shadow moves across the surface briefly before disappearing
That's
just
not
as
a
quickly
shadow,
as it
that's somebody
appeared.
walking.
To some viewers, the shape resembles a shadow figure passing through the yard. Something unseen by the camera itself, but somehow leaving a visible trace on the wall. Another possibility is that the camera itself is responsible for the effect. Security cameras sometimes struggle with motion processing and compression, especially at night. In certain cases, a moving person can briefly be erased or blended into the background by the camera software, while the shadow they cast on a nearby surface remains visible. That can create the strange illusion of a shadow moving without anyone there. Whatever the explanation may be, seeing a human-like shadow glide across the wall with no visible person attached to it is enough to make anyone stop and replay the footage a few times.
Okay. Let's back up a bit. How far over can I get
A
this?
YouTuber known as
only about this far.
JJKicks651 posted a short video showing a strange moment he experienced while trying to sleep in his bedroom.
Let's try putting my feet
According
up.
to the uploader, he suddenly woke up at around 1:01 in the morning after noticing something unusual happening across the room. A set of medals hanging on the wall appeared to be moving on their own.
Okay.
Curious and understandably a little concerned, he grabbed his phone to see if he could capture the movement on camera.
I don't usually put my feet up on my desk like this. It's actually pretty comfortable.
Okay, guys. I just saw these medals. Look. Do you see that?
Why would you hang medals on the wall like that?
Oh my gosh.
And you notice how they all move in the same direction.
What in the world? Oh.
Sure enough, several of the medals hanging on the wall begin moving by themselves. They sway noticeably, as if something had just brushed against them. While this is happening, a hat sitting on a nearby shelf suddenly falls off as well, seemingly on its own. And then, as if that wasn't unsettling enough, the closet door slowly swings open despite the fact that no one else should be in the room. The combination of multiple things happening within moments of each other is what makes the clip particularly eerie. Some viewers believe this could be a sign of paranormal activity, possibly a spirit interacting with objects inside the room. Of course, another possibility is that the clip was staged. With a bit of preparation, objects like medals could be set in motion from off camera, and doors can be adjusted so they slowly swing open on their own. Whatever the case may be, waking up in the middle of the night to see objects moving across the room would be enough to make anyone uneasy.
You can easily do any of that with a few strings, and he just happened to be recording when it happened.
Over on Reddit, a user known as Ecstatic Dingo 4128 posted a video to the UFOs subreddit. According to him, the footage was actually filmed by his girlfriend at her apartment in Chicago at around 11 AM. In the video, she's looking out toward the lake, while a storm appears to be rolling through the area. The weather looks rough, with strong winds whipping snow through the air and clouds moving quickly across the sky. And right from the very start of the video, something unusual can already be seen.
What can be seen? Okay.
A strange orb-like object is visible floating in the sky. What immediately stands out is how steady it appears despite the chaotic weather conditions. While snow is pushed around by the strong winds, this object drifts slowly through the air. According to the uploader, he initially assumed it might have been something ordinary like a bag or balloon. However, his girlfriend insisted that while she was watching it, the object actually appeared to be moving against the wind. She also described it as moving slowly in multiple directions, up, down, and horizontally, which made the sighting feel even stranger. Some viewers believe the spherical shape resembles what's often described as an orb-shaped UAP, a type of unidentified aerial phenomenon reported in various sightings around the world. Whatever it may have been, spotting a perfectly round object calmly drifting through stormy skies is enough to leave anyone scratching their head, and for the people who witnessed it that day, the mystery still hasn't been solved. A TikTok user known as Pirate King 307 shared a strange piece of footage captured by his Ring doorbell camera, and according to him, the moment happened while he was nowhere near home. He explains that he was about 100 miles away when he suddenly received a notification that someone had triggered his doorbell camera.
Okay.
Curious, he opened the app to see what was going on outside his front door, and what he saw and heard completely shocked him.
We were over 100 miles away when we heard our Ring doorbell sound, and we were super shocked to listen to the sound. Just wait for it. Sounds like the door is opening, and then there's a voice.
Looks like there's a bug on it.
Right near the doorbell camera, what appears to be a small creature can be seen clinging to the wall. It almost resembles a gecko, or possibly even a praying mantis, sitting very close to the lens. But what truly unsettled viewers isn't the creature itself, it's the voice that follows. A chilling voice can be heard nearby saying the words, "Help me." The uploader later explained that he bought the house from a couple who had been married for 76 years. According to the story, the husband tragically collapsed in the front yard one day while mowing the lawn and passed away on the way to the hospital. Because of that history, the uploader wonders if the voice might somehow be connected to the former homeowner, perhaps a spirit trying to return to the house and find his wife. At the same time, the small creature near the camera could simply be an insect or a lizard that triggered the motion alert. As for the voice, it may have come from someone nearby or been picked up from a distance, with the doorbell microphone making it sound closer than it really was. Even so, hearing the words "help me" through a doorbell camera while you're 100 miles away from home would be enough to send a chill down just about anyone's spine.
Number 8.
A man going by the username tgavin7 posted a video to his TikTok account showing a moment that he says completely caught him off guard while he was out driving one night. According to the uploader, he was cruising around a business park looking for good spots to take pictures of his car. Everything seemed perfectly normal as he drove along the quiet road, until something appeared that he definitely wasn't expecting.
Okay, as you can see, pretty dark colored, right? What? I missed it. Do the repeat. Okay, first off, it's staged because, well, I'm just gonna judge it
As
staged from him
T-Gavin
saying
continues
freak.
driving, a dark figure suddenly appears near the roadside. The figure, dressed completely in black, looks almost like a silhouette, nearly featureless, almost reminiscent of something like a Grim Reaper.
In a
What
situation like
happens
that,
next
they don't
is
say
even more
freak.
unsettling. The figure begins moving toward the car, seemingly chasing after it down the road for a brief moment. Despite the darkness, the uploader quickly notices the figure and immediately hits the gas, speeding away as fast as he can. As he drives off, he repeatedly asks out loud, "What was that?" Thankfully, he manages to get away before anything else happens. To some viewers, the completely black appearance of the figure and the sudden chase make the encounter feel almost otherworldly, as if the driver had crossed paths with something that didn't belong there. The only grounded explanation would be that the entire scene was staged. The figure could have been a person dressed in dark clothing, positioned ahead of time, with the encounter planned in advance to create a convincing scare. But whatever the
I wouldn't
truth
go
may
as far
be,
as saying that
seeing
one
a
is
pitch-black
staged. It
figure
could just
suddenly
be
sprint
somebody
toward your car
on
on
the
an
road.
empty road is enough to send
On the
anyone's heart
roadside.
racing. It's the kind of moment that leaves you questioning what you
There's
just
a bunch
saw
of crazy
long
fucking
after
people
you've
out
driven
there.
away.
A bunch of crazy fucking people. Oh, that reminds me of another
Back in
old
1996,
story, though. Tell me if you guys heard this one before. There's a guy in the market in there's this guy in his city. Let's just call it City A because I don't remember the actual name of the cities. And he decides to go over to City B to do some shopping. While he's at City B, he ends up seeing Death. And Death just points at him. The guy gets scared and freaks out and automatically leaves and runs back home to City A from City B, which is what he went to go to the market in. And later that night in City A, Death appeared before the man. And the man said, "Death, why did you beckon me when I was in City B? Why did you beckon me?" And Death said, "I wasn't beckoning you. I was just surprised to see you in City B when I knew I had an appointment with you here in City A tonight." So basically, the guy, if he wouldn't have freaked out and ran, he would have been okay, because he would have been in City B when Death came for him in City A. He sealed his fate by panicking and running away. And this is the finished result. Now I put it in the freezer and turn it into an icy. Okay. Go ahead and just place this one here for now. And this is one that's already chilled.
The quiet city of Virginia, Brazil, suddenly became the center of one of the most famous UFO stories in South America. On the afternoon of January 20th, 3 young women claimed they saw a strange creature. They described it as a small bipedal being with a large head, dark skin marked with vein-like spots, and 3 bumps on top of its head. Its eyes, they said, looked like 2 glowing red spheres, and the creature appeared weak, almost as if it were injured. Terrified, the women ran home and told their mother they had just seen what they believed was the devil. Soon after, rumors began spreading across the city. Some locals claimed that Brazilian authorities had captured mysterious creatures, while others reported unusual military activity in the area. Officials later stated that the sightings were likely a misunderstanding and that the military presence nearby was routine, but the story never fully went away. This particular Reddit post, uploaded by a user known as AppropriateEye1227, claims to show alleged footage connected to the Virginia incident. Of course, it should definitely be taken with a grain of salt.
By the way,
the clip is
this
still
is supposed to be my dad's, so don't tell him I made one and replaced it. It's so obviously bullshit.
In the video, the cameraman can reportedly be heard saying, "He's right there. Look at the animal, man. He's breathing. He's looking this way." Moments later, someone believed to be a soldier says, "Hey, don't film that," before the cameraman responds, "Calm down. Cut." Some viewers believe the footage could show the very creature described in the original Virginia sightings. However, there's also a possibility the clip was created much more recently using AI video generation, or CGI, especially considering how convincing digital effects have become in recent years.
I'd say it's probably that, especially since it seems to be missing an arm.
The Virginia case continues to fascinate people nearly 3 decades later, and footage like this only keeps the mystery alive. Reddit user Pella98TX posted a pair of videos to the Ghost subreddit showing something unsettling captured by a home security camera late at night. The footage was recorded inside a bedroom during what appears to be a completely ordinary night. At first glance, everything seems quiet
Put this back in
and
the freezer,
uneventful,
save it for the...
but if you pay close attention to the door, you might notice something strange. Right at the beginning of the video, near the bottom right corner of the door, a dark shape appears to move across the small gap beneath it. The shadow almost looks like a figure crouching or peering under the door, before quickly pulling away out of sight. It's subtle, but once you notice it, it's hard to unsee.
It could be
The
a kid,
uploader
it
later
could be
shared
an
a second
animal, or it
clip
could be a
captured from
shadow.
the same camera. In this video, the same type of shadowy movement appears again near the bottom of the door, almost as if whatever is on the other side briefly approaches before retreating once more. According to the uploader, there are no pets and no children living in the house, leaving him with no clear explanation for what might have been moving outside the room
Again,
that
a
night.
kid, a pet, or a shadow.
Some viewers believe the shadow resembles a small entity or shadow figure cautiously observing the room before crawling away. Whatever the case may be, seeing a human-like shadow creep along the bottom of your bedroom door in the middle of the night would be enough to make anyone uneasy. And if you noticed it happening more than once, sleep probably wouldn't come easy afterward.
Number 5.
Over on the interdimensional NHI subreddit, a user known as Coach Life shared a video that was reportedly filmed in Nevada, Granada, Spain. The footage appears to have been captured in the middle of the day and shows something unusual drifting across the sky. Whether it's truly something extraordinary or not is still up for debate, but the clip has certainly caught the attention of many viewers online. Take a look.
Oh my god, that looks so fake.
Throughout the video, a strange object can be seen floating in broad daylight. Its shape appears somewhat unusual, and it moves steadily across the sky, while remaining clearly visible against the bright background. Many people in the comment section were genuinely amazed by
It's
the
some
footage,
sort of drone.
pointing out how clearly the object can
You
be
can
seen
tell from
compared
its
to many
tilt when
other
it
UFO clips
off from its
that tend to be
propulsion.
blurry or filmed at night. Others, however, pointed out that without more context, it's difficult to say exactly what the object is. One possibility is that it could be something more conventional, perhaps a balloon or another airborne object whose shape appears unusual due to distance and perspective.
Look how it
Another
slightly
detail.
tilts in the direction it moves. And when it does tilt, it picks up speed. It's some sort of drone.
People have been curious about is when the video was actually filmed. The uploader didn't specify the exact date, which has left some viewers wondering if the footage might be older rather than a recent sighting. Whatever the case may be, clips like this continue to spark curiosity whenever they appear online. And when something unusual shows up in the sky in the middle of the day, it's bound to get people talking.
Number 4.
Reddit user SubjectBottle8902 posted a video to the Ghost subreddit describing a strange experience he had while working at a local courthouse. According to the uploader, the courthouse has both a metal detector and a thermal camera positioned at the front entrance. About a week before recording the video, he says he noticed something unusual appearing on the thermal camera near the doorway. But when he checked the area in person, there was nothing there. Not long after that first incident, the same thing appeared again, and this time he managed to record it.
Okay. I've always wanted a thermal camera.
No, it's not. I think I called it once.
Let me tell you guys something interesting about glass.
As you can see in the footage,
It can I believe this is right. I'm not positive, but it can reflect heat, like it reflects images. So basically, the reflection could be basically a person on this side. Again, I could be wrong about that. I think I saw something like that, but I'm not sure. Tell you this much, you're not going to pick up heat coming from the other side of the glass. The glass works as an insulator. Not a good one, but it does work as an insulator.
The thermal camera seems to detect a human-shaped heat signature standing near the entrance. The shape appears to shift slightly, and at one point, the uploader even claims it looks as though the figure is waving. The strange part is that when he looked at the actual doorway, there was nobody physically standing there. According to the uploader, he initially tried to explain it away as a reflection or some kind of camera quirk, but the longer he...
I think it shouldn't be able to reflect the heat either. It should only be able to reflect the image. Huh. I'd have to look into that to see if it's actually true. Because I do believe that somewhere it showed that heat can be reflected, but I'm not positive about that.
Watched the footage, the less convinced he became that it was something ordinary. What makes the story even stranger is what he says he learned afterward. When speaking with other people who work at the courthouse, some of them suggest...
Just a second, guys. Okay, so yeah, it can reflect heat. Because it's not actually heat, it's not actually heat that the camera picks up. So basically, what it does is, the way this camera works is it picks up infrared light.
suggested the figure could be...
And basically objects absorb some of it and reflect it, and the amount absorbed is basically based on their temperature. So basically the light is likely hitting somebody behind the camera or to the side of the camera. It's bouncing towards the window and then bouncing back towards the camera.
The spirit of a woman who had once been tried, convicted, and sentenced to death in that very courthouse. Whether that story holds any truth is impossible to say. What we're left with is a thermal camera detecting something that doesn't appear to physically be there. And when technology decides to pick up heat signatures, shows a human-like figure where no one is standing, it's bound to raise a few questions.
In fact, it might even be the person holding the camera.
TikTok user Callie Lau posted a piece of footage to their account showing a strange moment captured by a Ring doorbell camera late one night. According to the uploader, their
Doorbell
friend's
cameras
family
have
was
been
preparing to leave for a
catching a
trip.
lot of
At
stuff.
one point, the daughter realized she had forgotten something inside the house and ran back in while the rest of the family waited in the car. At the time, nothing seemed unusual, but when they later reviewed the Ring camera footage, they noticed something that immediately caught their attention.
Okay. Okay, somebody walking down the sidewalk.
Did you catch it? Right after the girl runs back inside the house, a strange figure can briefly be seen moving across the property. The shape appears pale and almost ghost-like as it passes through the frame. What's even more unsettling
Looks
is
like
that the
somebody
figure
walking
seems to
down the
follow the girl
sidewalk.
toward the house, before eventually stopping and standing still, almost as if it's staring directly at the home. It only appears for a few seconds before the clip ends, but once you notice it, it is hard to ignore. Some viewers believe the clip may show a genuine apparition wandering near the property, possibly drawn toward the house, or even following the girl inside. Another explanation is that the figure could simply be another person nearby who appears ghostly because of how the doorbell
it does
camera
look like it got
processes
closer.
movement at night. Either way, going back through your security footage and spotting what appears to be someone silently following a person toward your house would be enough to unsettle anyone. It's the kind of moment that makes you watch the clip again, just to make sure you really saw what you think you saw.
No, it does look like they're going down like a sidewalk. The image is all fucked. Number 2.
In October of 2021, a YouTuber known as It's Raining Babies uploaded video describing some strange experiences that took place where he works, a place called Wolfden Brewing, an old building that many people claim is haunted. The uploader explains that he's normally very skeptical about paranormal stories. However, while working there, a few things happen that he says he can't easily explain. One day, while talking with a woman about the building's
Okay.
rumored hauntings,
I
something
just had to
strange
flip my
occurred.
camera real quick.
Afterward, he told his boss to check the security cameras. This is what they found.
Now, you can see to the right of the door, there's kind of like a
This to my
a
left
movement
hand.
right
This
there,
to my right
and
hand.
then it proceeds to go like up the stairs. But it could be someone, just walking on the outside on our front porch right there, which is logically what it is. But it almost seems that the camera's
Basically,
kind of
when I'm
bending.
looking at this screen or
And
slightly
bends the
this way,
staircase a little bit.
I want it
And
to
then
look like
right
I'm
after it goes
actually
to the
looking
top
at
of
the
stairs,
video.
The cat seems to
When
jump
I look
up
over here to this
before it
screen, I want
falls
it to look like
off
I'm looking at off the
onto the
screen.
ground and kind of rolls around. It's very weird. It's something I can't explain.
Out of nowhere, a hat hanging on a rack suddenly falls to the floor on its own. But that's not the only odd detail. If you look closely toward the staircase in the background, it almost appears as though a faint figure is moving up the stairs. The situation became even stranger the following day. According to the uploader, the same woman returned to the brewery wearing the exact same clothes. This time she was acting very oddly, standing in a corner staring at the wall for several minutes before wandering around the building. At one point, she startled a customer near the bathroom and began speaking strangely, even accusing them of eating dog food before claiming she eats it all the time. She later asked the bartender for a
Okay.
beer the brewery hadn't sold in 2 years, then abruptly decided to leave. Before walking away, she reportedly paused outside the door and stared back into the building.
Yeah, you see how wacky this is? Like, what is she doing? She seems to be walking weird, and then she's like peeping back in. Like, how long was she out on the porch just like staring in after the video cuts off? It's wild. It was a bizarre thing. I don't know what's up with that lady, but more importantly, I don't know what's up with that hat. That's the most evidence I've seen of something, and I mean, I saw it with my own eyes. It was right in front of me as I'm talking to this woman.
Some viewers believe the falling hat and the shadowy movement on the stairs could point to the paranormal activity inside the old building. Another possibility is that the hat simply slipped off the hanger, while the shape near the staircase may just be lighting or camera compression playing tricks on the eye. The woman's unusual behavior may have been completely unrelated to the footage. Whatever the explanation may be, the combination of the strange camera footage and the unsettling encounter with that visitor certainly adds another layer to the brewery's mysterious reputation.
Basically, for the stairs, I'd say something flew by, or basically something temporarily blocked the light coming through for like just a second, but only slightly in that small area. So basically like a bird or something going over the area, and it basically caused the camera to have that little focusing shit. As for the woman, just seems like a typical woman. Number 1. And hats full all the
Instagram
time.
user Equilibrium Body and Mind posted a video to her account in May of 2025 describing what she calls one of the most terrifying experiences of her life. According to her, the incident happened a couple of months earlier when she arrived home at around 10 p.m. one night. Everything seemed perfectly normal as she approached her home, until something unexpected happened.
Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ, who said that? Huh? Oh? Oh, God. Oh?
As you just heard, a strange voice suddenly says the word hello. The voice sounds close by, yet the woman immediately looks around in confusion, clearly unable to see anyone nearby who could have said it.
I'd say it's the doorbell camera. Somebody hacked into her system and was fucking with her.
After briefly searching the area, she eventually heads inside, still unsure of where the voice came from. Some viewers believe the clip may have captured a genuine paranormal voice, sometimes referred to as an EVP,
Because that right there's a doorbell cam, right? Right here?
or electronic voice phenomenon, when unseen entities briefly picked up on a recording device. Others have suggested that the voice may have come from someone nearby, such as a neighbor or a person just outside the camera's view, whose voice carried through the area. Either way, hearing a disembodied hello when you're standing alone outside your home late at night would be enough to make anyone uneasy. And for the woman who experienced it, it's a moment she likely won't forget anytime soon. And that was 13 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did,
I did, it
subscribe
was
for
good.
more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Awesome. Thanks, Spooks. Okay, that was his video, 13 scary videos that get worse.